Hello, this is Jer. This is the Nightmare series of Oxygen Not Included. I'm on the radioactive ocean asteroid that is metal poor and has a frozen core. Absolutely terrible place to be. As if it wasn't bad enough, all the game settings are on the maximum hardness, and we don't have teleportation or care packages. Enjoy! Welcome back. So today I'm starting with making a connection between my carbon dioxide storage and this line, which is ultimately going to go way up here and feed my slickers. I mean, look at my system here, and the temperature is getting pretty cold, but it's starting to warm up again. That's because this system's not running anymore. Need to get a little bit more slack in the line, so we're going to add this little backtracking section. But this particular piece of ethanol has reached the target. Maybe I'll temporarily make this a bit colder to get things running for the time being. Let's check on our carbon dioxide. So I still see a little bit of liquid, but I think these tiles here plus the cool ethanol going through should help warm that up, turn it to gas. Same thing over here. I think I'm making a change here. What I'm going to do is put an AND gate in here. I'm going to actually take the temperature in this really cold zone up here. And if the temperature isn't where it needs to be, and the ethanol's not going to freeze in the line, we don't want that to happen, then this machine can run in that case. Up on the top of the base, I'm starting a little bit of an experiment. I see that there is very minimal damage to these tiles. I'm thinking I might not need bunker doors to protect some solar panels. That'll work as long as I can get airflow tiles and mesh tiles taking as little damage as this. I'm not going to go completely across because I don't know what's going to happen, but I'll create one or two solar panels and just see how that works over time. I'm going to look at this setup. It's sending a false signal because, well, the rocket's not there, and I got to keep an eye on this rocket. Okay, so it looks like we found some organic field mass. Do we have enough? So I can go 8 more. I can go 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's go one more place here just to see what this is before this rocket gets back. All right. But yeah, we've got an issue over here where when the rocket's gone, we're getting a false signal. That's being sent to true, and we're getting rad bolts fired into here where it's not actually needed. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put an AND gate. Hold on. Yeah, I want an AND gate after this guy here. So I want to put this in. Then an AND gate. Oops. Try that again. Get in our AND gate right here. Make some tungsten. So this is going to send, just verify this, a green signal when the rocket's there. So that means I'm going to get a false signal when the rocket's not there, which is what I want. We'll connect into this here. This guy's going to connect into this here, and then this will connect in like that. I believe that is everything I want on that aspect of it. Just get rid of this. Let's now say if the temperature is above -90 to run, and this is below, hold on, Oh yeah, no, we want that as above. That makes sense, yes. That can be a little bit higher even. I'll put minus 95. So if those two conditions are true, we can get this to continue to run. We'll hopefully get that down to really nice temperature, so that the hydrogen that is produced in here, you can see that hydrogen going out, goes out at really cool temperatures. Been running this carbon dioxide pump for a while. I think it was 15 or 20 kilograms, so that has come down quite a bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this area here and relocate that pump just down here. So we've got this pump going on down here. I can get rid of this guy. New planetoid detected. Let's go have a look. Cassini. Alright, well, I'm going to have to come back to the rocket, or to the asteroid recharged. Might as well deploy at least one of these guys to see what there is to see here. I'm just wondering if there's a point of... nah, I think one rover is going to be fine. Alright, so that dupe's going to go back. That's cool. Alright, so on this dupe's mission, they found 2 new asteroids. Just got to make sure that I keep this rover busy. I don't know if there's a lot I'm going to be able to... Oh, igneous rock. I can dig through that. But I can't dig through bleachstone. See how far I can get in here with a rover. So here is my experiment. I'm going to put in some airflow tiles. And if this works, I'll be able to get a little bit of power from the sun. At the moment, I'm taking hydrogen in from here, using that for power. But at some point, this is going to get really thin and going to run out. So I can either put in a notification system, or what I think I'm going to do instead is just direct this to top this up if it's ever needed. That way that can automatically happen when this hydrogen is finally gone. That's going to give me this space to actually build normal things. Say normal things, but a normal oxygen area, perhaps where the dupes can go around. That'll be in the future. Not 177 kilograms. It might be a little bit till then, but that's alright. Notification has gone off here that the air is pretty thin. So we still actually have lots of carbon dioxide here technically, but it's in liquid form. But for now, I guess we can turn this pump off. Let's check the temperature here. Getting down to minus 80. Awesome. So here is the first solar panel on the homeworld. So we'll see how this runs over time. Maybe I'll add a second one. And then I'll stop there until we have our next meteor shower. Not able to get this machine to run continually. Could make a small little change here for the flow to continue to go. It will eventually get the temperatures down anyways, but might as well make that a little bit better. So here's what I'm thinking. Let's put a bridge that's going to push into that. And get this to go over like that. I'm thinking that should do it. And while we're at it, just to optimize just slightly, you could put in tiling there and there for extra insulation. There we go. We're getting this machine to run continually now. See if we can get that down to the last 90. Well, I say continue, I guess we expanded the path. We might need to top it up. Actually, hold on. I don't think I want to take away from that line. Maybe we'll go a little bit further up. So we're getting really nice temperatures, almost at the minus 90, at least on this side. Gotta wait for this area here to cool down to join it, but that's pretty awesome. I haven't turned my research reactor on in a while. Figured we might as well generate a little bit more nuclear waste over here. Put in the second solar panel. I'll sit right there. So the rocket is back. Let's just verify that we've got all this logic working. Looks like it is, because that's going firing in now. So this should continue on until this says a green signal. And that goes green. This is going to go red. Turning this off. There's not really a lot for this rover to do on this particular world. Just going to put in a few ladders, explore around. I'll probably have to wait for a dupe to get into this zone. Got a pipe problem here. I'm getting that ethanol too cold. Let's back off on this one. That's 90 again. So that should turn off. I almost think in this case we should be checking the temperature just before ethanol goes in. I think I'm going to do that. Okay, let's shut this off. Let's shut this off. And I'll rearrange this such that the temperature is checked just before we go in here. Let's try a slightly new design, shall we? Thinking of going down like this, up like this, over like that. Hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Got that. We'll see how this goes. Be above 95 or negative 95 to run. Runner, you're not running very quickly. Actually, let's check to make sure that they can get all the skills they can. Farmer. Ooh, exosuit training. I believe this is a safer setup. So now we're checking the temperature just before we go into this machinery, which is nice. Got logic there, so we're checking that and seeing if cooling is needed up here. So almost at minus 80, so pretty cold either way. Let's go check on our solar panels at the top of our base. So these guys are running, starting to give us a little bit of power. And we'll just have to see what happens. I don't want to do auto repairing, so let's disable that. I don't know if there's a way to do that in bulk, but I don't want dupes to replace this. I want to know if meteor... Oh! Hey! Oh! Fantastic! We're just at the point where this can be tested. And it's the first strike looks like this is going to work. Now what this means is I'm going to have to go get dupes to dig this out every now and then. So once this meteorite meteor shower is over, I'll get them to dig this out so we can get some more light shining on these two guys. Cool. All right. Oh, another test. Awesome. Awesome. The rate of consuming hydrogen in my hydrogen generators, especially with the steam turbines running, these may take an extremely long time to ever clear out. So what I think we should do is send this guy into there. Now, do I want to do any filtering? Could this go badly for me? If I don't, I think we should probably just be safe. Put in a gas filter just in case something goes wrong here. So this will feed into that. This will go into there. And we can send any non-hydrogen in this direction. We'll leak that over on this side. If there is even anything there. Just to be safe. So I believe we're going to need some power. I'll need to hit the appropriate setting and I'll let that be built before I actually do a connection right here. Okay, let's put a connection right there. And nothing happens. What am I missing? Oh, automation. No, that's green. Pipe blocked. What? We've got a connection into there. This guy has place to go. But yet I'm getting pipe blocked. I wonder if it has to do with this guy having an alternate output. Okay, let's not put hydrogen over there if we can avoid it. It must have been there before the filter. Okay, so now we're starting to get this hydrogen out of this zone. Store it inside here. Funny thing is, we're getting really cold temperatures, but it might take a really long time to make this new cold hydrogen, make this actually a storage area, which has a massive amount of hydrogen cold, but that's alright. This is cool. So meteor showers is over. What I've got no damage to either my solar panels or airflow tiles. So I see no reason why we wouldn't just complete this setup. Just take this out, not expecting meteor showers anytime soon. So we'll just upgrade this whole area with solar panels and airflow tiles. Getting reports of a stable problem, and I can see what is going on. Got this loader going through automation that is not supposed to be. So let's connect this like that. Disconnect that line. I see an egg. You're in the way, but there's an egg behind this guy. In tiles side by side. It's just going to make it a little bit easier to destroy stuff underneath. On many occasions, this thing has been buried Actually, does this thing need access? Oh, it does. It needs direct access above it. Okay. We have our 16th dupe, interested in tidying, rocketry, and building, calling them Scrubber. Let's make sure they've got a cot. Oh, we had a little bit of radiation sickness. I guess constructing that stuff on the top of the base isn't so easy. Set up another great hall. And now we've got a great hall. Just putting in some lights. This is going to be a temporary location because I'm going to put the kitchen back here. But for now, new dupes will have a place to eat. So now we've got solar panels up here. And I'm thinking power is not going to be our problem between these solar panels, steam, and hydrogen. I'd like to start to enhance the base itself, but before I do that, I need to make a little bit of space. That's why I've been getting rid of the air down here, so it's a bit thin here. Here it's thinner down here. We're going to get this hydrogen out of there. Then I'll be able to actually expand in here, build some interesting things. But the other thing I'm thinking of moving a lot of this machinery from this location down away into this zone. But before I do that, I think we need to add some insulation and a cooling system to the sleep. We don't want to bring in all this machinery down here and then heat up this zone, which is comfortable at the moment. So we'll start that process now. So add in some insulation. We'll go across like this. This is also another area we could do some things. Now that I've got rid of the salt water, I'll destroy this. And take that heavy wire back. Actually, I think I just took the power away from that. So there we go. So now we've got some insulation up here. I'm going to continue this project. But I'm going to include these guys because I also want their area to stay cool. Put some insulation along here. Have that go down here. And then up like this. Ladders across here just so I can get this built. At one point I can see why I didn't make this fire pole longer because I was short metal, but I think I've got enough metal so that we can extend that a little bit further. Just get this stuff out of the way. So also going to put in an airlock, in fact a double airlock, so similarly here with vacuum area to give a bit of temperature protection from the outside base area, which is a bit warm, at least in places. Anyway, we'll come back to that. But we want to make sure that this industrial area doesn't have heat that goes into this guys, into these plants. Build that here. And from this side, I don't think we're going to care. And at some point, I won't do this yet, but we'll seal this off. Let's get the fire pole going down. Same time, why don't we upgrade our ladder to a plastic ladder? Let's push this in. This is also something I want to insulate. So I might have area over here that I build stuff with. vents. We want to put some brine in for this airlock. So we'll put that some right there. We'll put some right here. This guy's going to need some power. And we're going to make sure we actually get brine. Sleep we too warm. Let's see, we're looking for -5. That was just temporary, I guess. Well, certain things were being installed around this guy. Let's actually take this away. I actually want to open this up. Figure we'll put in the tube access to get up here. But I want to put that such that it goes down here in an airlock area. So we don't have heat going into our sleep weed zone. I'm going to move this over, but I want to minimize power disruption, so I'm going to make a temporary line just above. Oh, actually, you know what I could do? I'll just do this. Put this there. Wait for this to be built, and then deconstruct the one underneath. So at some point, I'm going to be sealing this off there. Before I do that, though, let's make sure that we've got a ladder going down a path to actually access over there. Put in the liquid vents, one here and one here. Well, that wasn't very smart now, was it? Let's plan this tube connection right here with the vacuum in between it. See, we're going to want to cross in like this. I don't know if I can have a space of 1. Oh, that looks like it's good, actually. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know, that actually is 2, isn't it? Anyway, I need to put a vacuum in here. So let's surround this guy in tiling. Put a little vacuum. Oh, this is also a good place to put in transfer of heavy watt wire line, potentially. Put one right there. Let's just change that out. The connection between the two. Now, I'm not going to be able to put a pump there. I don't think I can put a pump there either. So I might actually have to knock these out, I'm pretty sure. This is going to be a vacuum. We can actually just have regular piping through it. Let's select some brine. We'll get this to be connected. And we'll do a cut right here. Now, we've got to make sure that we actually get brine. This guy doesn't have any power. Let's plug this guy in. And we're going to start to get some more brine. It's also a ton of water here. So despite the fact that I'm continually pumping this out, this line just gets higher and higher. Slowly, but still. So this is just a massive, massive, massive amount of water. Something I'll have to, it might be so much that I'll have to figure out what to do with it all. Which is kind of a nice problem to have, but still. Let's move this conductive line a little out of the way. A rocket has been charged, so let's screw this up. Look for some new planetoids. We found 2 up here. Could be one over there, but let's go a different direction first. Maybe we'll try these 2, starting with this guy. So there's the astronomer slowly making their way to the rocket. Astronomer is taking off. Let's just go look. They've got plenty of food, so that's not a problem. Decent amount of water. Oh, their suits. There we go. Let's go have a look. They're going to be there in 2.5 cycles. Taking this vent out, and we'll start putting some brine over here. Got this conductive line going through, so I can get rid of this a little bit. Just building a pump right here, just so that we can create a vacuum inside. And make sure this has some power. Also bring this tube up. I think we're going to end the tube right about here. So now that I've got this conductive or heavy wire line, I'll take this around. Get rid of this little section. Got a pump inside here to make a vacuum. If I want to have a big industrial area down here, I definitely need to get this heavy wire line connected. So let's take that up here. Go over here and then up. Okay, and then from this point on, let's see, what should we do? Put this right here. And this right there, and we'll just go through this after that's in place. So now that I've got a vacuum, I can take this out. Maybe we'll put in our alerting system, just in case this vacuum becomes busted at some point. Hopefully that's not the case. Okay, I want to make sure that we don't touch this smaller wire with the bigger one. So let's go around that carefully. That looks good to me. So we've got that heavy wire system connected. This pump is starting to run. That's going to make a vacuum here. So I believe we will have, in this case, temperature protection all the way around us. This is another vacuum right here. Continuing all the way around here. Still have to figure out what I'm going to do with this, but we'll just leave that for now. We're extending all the way up there. Another vacuum. And right to the end. So that is the insulation. That's around the sleet wheat. Because I've got machinery in here, we've got a little bit of heat that's going to be added over time. We need to put in a cooling system, so that maybe that's one of the first things that I do in this industrial area. But I think that is it for tonight. So we've done well. So we've got this. Let's check on this system here. Yeah, still minus 90 to 1 or 2. Awesome. So that the hydrogen that's produced here make its way up here. I think this started as just -2 or so. It's almost at -8. So that is really cool. And then at the top of the base, I have solar panels. And so far, I didn't need bunker doors to make these run over time. So That's exciting. All right, well, there are lots to do, including moving more industrial stuff down here and figuring out how I'm going to take care of this ocean, because this is also space I could build stuff that's not really available at the moment. But anyway, that is a challenge for another day. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I will see you next time.